welcome. I don't know if you still need time to fill this out, or I could start and I'll give you a little break, maybe a minute or two, to do it during the performance. If you could all please join me here. Because I really, really appreciate that you took the time to come here and spend that time with me. Because I know how valuable your time and time in general actually is. Even though I'm sometimes really surprised that we seem so conscious and so cautious about all the money we spend. Like if we go to a shop and we want to buy a t-shirt and the t-shirt is too expensive, we might wait till the big sale is on. We want to go to a restaurant where we look in the window and we see the main courses are really expensive. We might skip and go to another restaurant. But are we as conscious and cautious about all the time we spend? After all, we can always print more money. Banks actually have gotten really good at that, as we know. And we can always, even though it's sometimes difficult, earn more money. But we can never, ever earn more time or print more time. So I really value that you're here, even though it's just a few minutes. And I also know that probably most of you are really busy, and you might have very little time. And also that kind of wonders me, because we always say that some people have very little time, other people have lots of time, but it's not true. We all have 24 hours in a day. And it doesn't matter if we're a millionaire and making lots of money, or we're a homeless guy on the street. Each person has as much time. It doesn't matter if, like Albert Einstein, Michelangelo, Nelson Mandela, they all had 24 hours in a day. Lionel Messi has 24 hours in a day. You have 24 hours in a day. And since I really value that we're going to spend these few minutes here together, I want to ask you something. I want to ask to take your mobile phone. And if you want, I mean, you can first take a picture of me, you could tweet it. But after doing that, I would like you to switch off your phone. So we can truly spend our time here together in the now. And as I said, I know you're probably busy. It seems everybody's busy. It's even a sign of us doing well. Like, hey, I'm doing great because I'm busy. Busy, busy, busy is the new mantra. But what are we busy with? We seem to spend most of our time making money. And that precious little time we have left is actually increasingly being consumed by all these Facebook messages, WhatsApps, pings in our overflooded inboxes. When do we still have time for ourselves? And if we look back, like on the time we spent, do we think the time we spent writing those 10,938 emails last year is spent really well? And it's not just the time spending on our social and financial status, it's just any time. Time is a choice. And I think we should spend it really well, because each hour spent is an hour gone forever. When you entered, you got this piece of paper. And now we're going to actually take a minute to mourn and contemplate all the time lost and wasted. But I would like to commemorate some of the time on your behalf as well. I know when you entered, you had time to fill this out. Does anybody need more time? So I think I might give you a minute to make sure that all your wasted time is on here. I know time is money, but 1 minute should be doable. And actually, after the performance, you should give this wasted time to me, and I'll give you a minute of time for yourself in return. Seems you all filled it out already? You're sure there's no wasted time left, or? Okay. The ancient Greek, which is very interesting, they had two different words, and actually two different definitions of time. Chronos and kairos. And it seems Chronos is the only time that has survived in our modern Western civilization. Chronos is the time, the clock that is just ticking. It's tick tock, and each hour is as long as the other hour. It's like 7 o'clock I have to wake up, it's 8 o'clock I have to bring my kid to school, it's 9 o'clock I have to go to work, it's 10 past 10 I have my first meeting, at 11:15 the second meeting, it's 12:30 it's lunchtime, and then we have to hurry because 5:07 the train is leaving back home, it's 6:30 it's dinner time, there's 8 o'clock there's the evening news. And even in weekends, it's like we go to a party and there's 10 o'clock one DJ, 12 o'clock the other one. It's just the clock keeps ticking. It's quantity time. But they had another word and form of time as well, kairos. Kairos is the inner time. It's quality time. It's the time when we feel we need to do something. It's the time we need when we, for instance, have a conversation. It's just when we have said everything, it's over. It doesn't matter if it's 3 minutes or an hour. I'm an artist. If I make a painting, the painting is done when it's done. It doesn't matter how many hours it takes. It's the time to love. It's the time to spend with your kids. It's the time to spend with your dreams. Chronos and kairos. Now, I want to take a minute of silence to mourn and contemplate all the time we lost and wasted. A minute which is not 60 seconds in your inbox screaming for your attention, but 60 seconds which are truly 60 seconds for yourself. Or better even, a minute which can last as long as you want it to. In Alice in Wonderland, one of my favorite books, Alice is asking the White Rabbit, how long is forever? And the White Rabbit answers, sometimes forever is just 1 second. Sometimes our life ticks away to the rhythm of the clock, but sometimes our life ticks in harmony with the heartbeat of our souls. If you feel your minute has lasted long enough, you can come to me and give me your wasted time, and I'll give you a minute of time for yourself in return.